you're highly, highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I will be talking about a very, very interesting and crucial topic, which is about a spiritual and conscious dating and how to avoid sleeping with the enemy. This is a topic that is very necessary in this time and day because we are having so many issues with them dating, getting married. Who are we supposed to get married with? And what kind of marriage is advisable? And if you are a spiritual conscious person like me, or you are trying to learn about African spirituality, or you just woke up to know about the matrix, about what is going on, and you now want to get married, is it okay to marry somebody that is unaware of what is going on, somebody that is a sheep, or somebody that is still trapped in religion, as in a Christian, Muslim, or a fanatical extremist of any of these religious specification? There have been so many things going on today that we are having so many spiritualists saying that for a spiritual conscious black person, you must only marry a black person for you to be an authentic African, or for you to be an authentic spiritualist. You must only date and marry black people. And if you are not seen to be dating and getting married with black people, you don't have a black partner, and that means you are a fake, or you are not practicing real spirituality, or you are enemy of this kind of enemy of your own race. Yes, thank you, Koshin. We need to talk about this thing today. You're welcome to the live chat. This is a serious topic because this is a topic that affects me, affects a lot of people on the spiritual path. For somebody like me that been known to date out of my so-called race, I want to talk about this from my own experience. I have seen this happen, that you see a lot of spiritualists, especially traditionalists, will just come outside, especially from Africa, say for you to be spiritually conscious or claim to be spiritually conscious, you must only date people from your race. Anything less is unacceptable. Now let's look at this thing today from a scientific and organized point of view. First of all, when it comes to dating or marriage, we humans, if we say organic human beings on this planet, we all came from Africa originally. Some people will say there is only one race, and it is the human race. What we have is shades and skin type. Okay, if you agree with this philosophy or with this mentality, and you look beyond the skin, you will find out that under the skin, our organs, everything is the same. We, whether you white, you black, you yellow, you red, we still have the same hearts, the same stomach, the same blood groups. Either you are A, B, O negative, O positive. We all have the same blood group. We all have the same thing, the same internal organs. The same thing can happen to us, right? So if you look at this in a way, you will say that we all humans, we are kind of the same in our basic fundamental biological makeup. So scientifically, we can intermarry. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. But there's this thing called tribal preference or nationalistic preference, and your blood original makeup, your original DNA biological makeup that you are connected to quite naturally. This makeup is something that it originates from your parents, from the first person in your bloodline. Whoever came out of the divine realm in a human form got this DNA connection. And that person passes it to the next generation. This next generation passes it to the next generation where they give birth to you. This is what makes us humans. Okay? It is the basic code. We say our source code in physical form. The sperm and the so-called ovaries. When two male and female come together, these things need to mix to create humans. So that contains your source code. So the genetic information in that source code, you carry it to the next generation. Okay. So when you meet somebody quite naturally, both of you come together. A woman come in contact with a man. You mix the source code of both parents will now come together and infuse, and there's something new will be created that will have the genetic qualities of both parents. Okay. So if forever, for whatever the case, that child is allowed to develop, that baby or that fetus, that embryo develops and becomes a human being, that human being will have the qualities or characteristics of both parents. Okay. Spiritually, he will have them. Physically, he will have them. Whatever DNA strain, code, or information those genetic strain is carrying will be in that child. Okay. Now we have this in nature, we have this in science. It is a known fact. So when you date somebody from another race, what will happen is that maybe you're a black person, you're dating a white person, an Asian person, or somebody from another tribe. Both of you coming together will create this new entity that will become an hybrid. Okay? It's an hybrid for the mere fact that it contains both of the genetic information of both parents. It's not something new. So that person now having another child now, we create with, or that person growing up to become an adult and getting married to somebody, we pass on this hybrid genetic sequence that they have inherited from both parents into his future children, or you say primogeniture or offspring. So this is how the chain becomes complicated and becomes more and more stronger as it goes into the future. Okay, we morph and change and evolve spiritually and physically. This is part of life. Life is not constant. Life must grow. Life must change. Okay? And I don't see anything wrong with this. In fact, for me, something that is worth studying. As scientists, we're always curious people. Okay? So when you say a child of different race, for me, it's not a cause. Especially if that race have good qualities or something to emulate from them. Something that they have something to offer humanity in a positive light. I don't see anything wrong with that kind of union. Okay? I don't see anything wrong with that kind of union. This problem will be when this particular race or this particular tribe have some bad qualities that is not worth talking about. Then you now kind of fuse, you create a child. That child will have both of these qualities together. There is a reason in ancient African traditions in West Africa, in the time past, during the time of my parents and grandparents, when they want to marry in Africa, when people want to get married, you don't just see the girl on the streets and say you like the girl because she's beautiful, or because she knows how to cook, or because she knows how to have sex. Then you say you want to marry her. They don't do that. Before you say you want to marry a girl, they go and investigate the characteristics of the family where that girl belongs to. They go and check. They will send information. They will go to that girl's village, send people to travel there. They will find out about the family character. If the family are thieves, or there is madness in that family, or people have some kind of illnesses, strange illnesses that cannot be cured, or if the family have some certain kind of characteristics that is not good to bring into your house. If you see that any traits, they have any kind of these bad traits in that family, the people that you send, they will advise you not to marry that girl. This is the way they marry in West Africa. They marry in many parts of Africa. You don't marry somebody because you're just physically attracted to them. You marry them based on the characteristic of their family they came from. This is how people marry. You can go and check this. People from Africa, they know about this, especially West Africa. We know about this pattern of getting married. Now things have changed. The reason why these elders are doing this is that they don't want to bring in a bad blood into their family line. They don't want to bring in people that have bad spirit, bad traits into their family line. They don't want to marry to a family that is known for stealing or that is known for telling lies or promiscuous. There are some families, they are very, very promiscuous. I have met these people, we have them. There are some families, they are very bad liars or very big liars. There are some families, they have strange illnesses in them. People just die for no reason. So there are some families, they are plagued by witchcraft curse. They are witches. We have this kind of family. Every family have different traits that comes with them. We know this in Africa. So when people want to marry the ancient time, we send people to investigate. Our parents, we send people go and investigate that family. What kind of character do the people from that family have? Are they good people? Are they thieves? Do they stay in their marriages? How are the women behaving? How are the men behaving? What are they doing? We investigate all these things. They don't just marry for marrying's sake before they get married, so that you want to know where you are going. But nowadays, you just see somebody online, you just fall in love, you don't know anything about the family, and we get married to the person, and then you start having problems. You don't know if the person is from a family of liars, if their family are very promiscuous, if their family are thieves, or they have witches, or they are plagued by the poverty, or sudden deaths, or heart problems, or hereditary illness. You don't know, you don't find out all these things. You just get infatuated, you just marry from there. And then you start having problems. You're having problems because you didn't do proper research. You can date anybody quite naturally. I don't see anything wrong, but when you come to marriage, it is a very serious thing, because you are going to be spending all your life with this person. Okay, it's a lifetime deal. So you cannot just wake up in the morning and say you want to marry just anybody. Okay, you must do research. You must find out the kind of characteristic. If they have something that you feel you can deal with this kind of quality from that family, then by all means you marry them. If you find that you cannot deal with the qualities of the people, you cannot deal with their bad character, these people, they lie too much in that place, they are not trustworthy people, they are dubious people, they are promiscuous people, you see this is kind of family I cannot, you move. So redoing your research before getting married is very, very important. It will save you a lot of problems, a lot of heartache, a lot of wasted time and energy, of wasted money in the future. A lot of us, we don't do this anymore. That's why we have problems, so many divorce nowadays, okay? We don't do this anymore. We still need to be doing this. It is very, very important, okay? Same thing happened in tribes. I'm talking about tribe now. Not people move to interracial relationships. Now we're coming out and say, some people say marrying somebody that is not a black person is a bad thing. It means that you are not loyal to your race. Now let's talk about this loyalty thing. Marriage is something that is a very, very personal, individualistic thing. Before you say you want to marry somebody, the decision to marry somebody is a very personal decision, because you are going to be having the closest intimate contact with that person for the rest of your life, okay? And marriage is supposed to be the union, the ultimate union between two people, probably a man and a woman. That is a natural union, I know. Not a man and a man, not a woman and a woman, which cannot produce children. For me, that is just stupidity. I will say it here again. I don't know what they call that, but that is not a marriage. A marriage must be between a man and a woman. Okay? So, when you say you want to marry somebody, you have to be attracted to that person. If you are attracted to the person for whatever reason, and you say this is what I want to do, nobody should have a say against that. It is your personal decision. You should be allowed to marry whoever you want to marry and learn any lesson you want to learn from that relationship, or enjoy anything you feel you want to enjoy, or benefit anything you feel you want to benefit from that relationship. Okay? So intermarriage between people of different races, I don't see anything wrong with it. It is not everybody that is attracted to people from other races. It's only a few people from every race group. Most people, they are always attracted to people from their own race. So to see a high rate of people attracted to people from other races is very, very rare. But it happens sometimes, but it's rare. Okay? So, is it good for a man, a conscious spiritualist, to get married to a black person, a black woman that is not conscious, that is ignorant Christian, just because you want to fulfill this so-called saying of getting married to your black race? Does it make sense for you as a black spiritualist that is very, very conscious to get married to a black slave, somebody that is still a mental slave, somebody that still believes that Jesus is their master, that Jesus is the only way, that the only way to salvation is to be worshiping the image of Jesus, going to church every day, giving all our money to pastor, and making sure that all our children is brainwashed into this religion because she's black and she's from Africa? Does it make sense for a conscious person to marry that kind of woman? Or does it make sense for a conscious woman to marry this kind of man? That this kind of man that sees everything about African spirituality as evil. This person that sees that African spirituality is supposed to be destroyed, that African people have no history. This person that have no knowledge of any iota of African history. This person that is a brainwashed, ignorant, moron, nicopomp. Somebody that is a caricature of a black man that does not have knowledge of self, single knowledge of self. They don't know. So because the person have black skin, I as a conscious person, I should marry this kind of person in order for me to say I am a spiritualist, or I am fulfilling the obligation of preserving blackness. For me, I don't think that is a right thing to do. If you bring a white woman and you bring a black woman, if you bring a white woman that is conscious, that is ready to support my philosophy of life, of the upliftment and the awareness, spreading awareness for the movement of Africa, that support my African spiritual practice, and you bring a black person that is a complete non-entity nicopomp, that is against the promotion and development of African spirituality, you bring these two people to me, you ask me to choose. I will choose the white person that is conscious, that is ready to support my movement for the emancipation of African people. I will choose that white person 100 times over 100 times than this black person that knows nothing and is not ready to help me. Do you understand? Let me say it again. If you bring 100 black women that don't know anything about African spirituality and they are not ready to support the emancipation, development, upliftment of my African people, and you bring just one white person that is ready to support my movements, I will choose that one white person over the 100 black people. You know why? Because I am not dating skin color. Okay? I am dating intelligence, consciousness, character, and future development for the people of this planet. Okay? So, this notion that many of these black spiritualists are bringing, these people that are saying this, I'm seeing it on the internet, many of them are spiritual illiterates. Many of them are scientific illiterates. Many of them are stark illiterates. They don't know what they are saying. In the spirit world, we don't see color. Okay? We don't see color. Spirit does not know. What spirit knows is blood. Is it human blood? Is it animal blood? What do you stand for? If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Okay? You need to be conscious in your dating so that you don't sleep with the enemy and fall in love with the enemy. Then when you get stabbed, like the way Samson and Delilah story, you will now start weeping. Where is God? Where is God? Why did he allow this to happen to me? I see many people in this situation. It happened to you because you didn't pay attention. You did not read the handwriting on the wall. Okay? For people like us, relationship is not a matter of love. People like us cannot afford to love. The only thing we can love is the mission. The mission comes first, of emancipating, uplifting, spreading the knowledge. That is the only thing we spiritualists are allowed to fall in love with. Okay? Let me repeat it again. As a conscious person, the only thing you are allowed to fall in love with is the mission of moving forward. Do you understand? If somebody there listening to me, I draw your ear through this phone. If you are not in love with this mission, whatever you are doing is in vain. Okay? So you see me with a white person today, tomorrow. See me with a black person next tomorrow. It does not make any difference. What makes difference is that, what matters is that, are you moving forward? Are you progressing in what you are doing? Are you making impact? Are you spreading the knowledge? Are you doing the work? What have you been able to achieve? Okay? So this mentality of what these pseudo spiritualists are bringing into this dating, conscious dating, what they are doing is they are trying to mislead people. They are trying to tie people that are into tradition that will destroy you. I have said it many times that there's a difference between tradition and spirituality. Tradition limits you. Tradition restricts you. Tradition stops you from growing. Spirituality is the other way. It gives you unlimited freedom. But freedom always comes with responsibility. So you need to apply common sense to whatever you are doing. When you come to relationship, I always advise people, if you were a Christian, then later you got awoke, and when you were a Christian, you were unconscious, you got married to an unconscious partner. When you become conscious, do not break your relationship. Many people have come to me for this question that, see, now I'm conscious now, and I realize after many years that I've been the wrong thing, but my partner is still doing the Christian thing. Should I leave her? She's drawing me back. I said, no, don't leave her. As far as she's still fulfilling her obligations to that relationship, continue with her. Okay? Don't break your relationship. You already have children. You already suffer together. You already build life together. Now that you are conscious, you are not looking at her as inferior or working for the slave master. You have to be patient, please. If she was the one that first woke up before you and then she left you, how are you going to feel? Will you be able to understand whatever happened? So please don't put this person in that kind of confusion, because the person will never understand why you leave them. They will never understand. But this person loves you. At the point in time, both of you love each other. Even in your ignorance, you love each other enough to wanted to spend the rest of your life with each other. And now you are awoken, this person, for whatever reason, they can't just be. Not everybody will wake up in this lifetime. Okay, not all of us will wake up. It's natural. So now that you have woken up, it means you are choosing for a reason. You still have to show that those people that love. Don't break it, except that they are the ones that want to go. If they are the ones that want to go because you have woken up, then let them go by all means. Nothing will happen to you. It means that they were not supposed to be the right person for you in the first place. They are just blocking you. But if they are really for you, when you switch, they will give you all the support and love. I have seen this the same time when people switch, say, I'm no longer going to church. Partner say, okay, I still support you. They will help you with mixing the herb, help you be setting up the shrine. They will still support you. If the person is still supporting you, but say, I will not do, but I will support you, I will still stay in this marriage, don't destroy your relationship, because to get good people nowadays, it is hard. To get people where send you, especially for women, when they have passed a certain age, it is very, very hard. So please do not put this woman in difficulty because she has not awoken. Please don't put your women in difficulty. As far as they are still supporting you, stay in the marriage, do your best for them, and still do what you can do for the rest of humanity. Don't go and break your marriage. Many spiritualists will be saying once you wake up, the person refuses, just break the marriage. No, that is wrong. They have destroyed so many marriages. Don't break it up unless those people want to break. During my awakening, when I awake, this I experienced with my family. When I told them about the knowledge I've discovered in African history, that time was about almost 20 years ago. My own family, they said I was crazy. My people from my biological family, they said I was crazy. How can I be saying, no, these are people that went to school, mind you. All of them have university degrees. It's not like they're illiterate. But they refuse to even open any of my books. These are people that are naturally wicked, hypocrites that are claiming to use Christianity that they are Christians, but they are using it just to pretend, but they are deep down, they are evil people, quite naturally. So these people went around telling everybody that I was going mad, that I am mad for rejecting Christianity, that I'm a mad, I don't know what I'm saying. They want people to hate me. They won't succeed in getting a lot of people from coming to me. They kind of way they say you spoil somebody's name, saying bad things about me to get people to run from me. That way they tell you about stuff about me. When you see me on the street, you cross the road. This was what my own biological family did to me because I became conscious. I didn't worry. They even tried to kill me physically, spiritually on several occasions. They tried to kill me, set me up with police, right? All sorts of lies. They're told. These are people that have stolen money, people that have killed my dad, stolen money, and now they want to cover their tracks with religion and everything. A lot of things have happened to me in this lifetime. So I said, well, when this kind of situation coming, I give them chance. I left the family. I never looked back. I never think back. I am better off than the same people. I'm still better off than them. They are still suffering, still spreading the same lies. Even the lies is killing them. You know, when you tell a lot of lies to people, you need to keep sustaining that lie to look real. Me, I'm living my real life. This is me. What you see is what you get. But because you're living a fake life, you have projected yourself to be some kind of high moral entity, and you are not. So you need to keep spending a lot of time and energy to promote that fake figure that you have created for people to see. But the figure is crumbling, but you still promoting it, and you are dying, you still promoting it. So more stress for you. Why me? I'm so free. Somebody like me, they say I'm crazy. I have been able to bring out all my teachings to the general public. Everything I'm talking it with facts. Why theirs is based on fairy tale and lies. These are people that cannot even come to challenge me face to face in public, but they're spreading rumors behind my back. So when this kind of situation happened, I left them peacefully. I didn't struggle to maintain the relationship. I didn't change my view. I didn't try to change them, as some people will try to do. I didn't struggle changing. I didn't tell lies about it. I moved on, kept traveling, doing things, meeting people, studying things, progressing, moving on with my life. And my life has been much better, much more happiness, more freedom. Made a lot of friends along the way, some enemies too. It's part of life. It comes with the territory, but we learn from the experience. So if you're in a relationship, please, there are some families too that when the child or the person will tell, Dad, I'm not more going to church, Dad will say, I'm glad you have seen reason. I'm just going because I'm tired. If you don't go, they will say you are a bad person. The parents will support you. Who will support you will support you. Who will help you will not stress you. That's what it is. So when you become conscious, don't go around making trouble with your family people, trying to force them. Leave everybody to do their thing. Focus on yourself. When they are looking at you, seeing your life, many of them will start telling you that I wish I have the heart, the boldness that you have. They will start deep down, they envy you, but they cannot do. Many people cannot come outside publicly. They are already in public positions. They are neck deep into the system. Some of them are working for big churches and government. They can't come out. If they come out, it will be the end of them. So they just pretend to follow the system. Okay? Those people, they look at us with envy. I wish I can be as bold as this guy. But your time will come, maybe in the next life. But you can still do something for the movement. You can still support us and support other people. And make sure that the next generation, you prepare them so that they will not fall into this trap. This is why we are here, making this sacrifice. So when it comes to marriage, do not marry a black person that is said that will kill you because you want to fulfill your vow of say, I must marry a black person, a black man or black woman because I am conscious. There are many black people out here that are criminals, that are useless, worthless scoundrels. Ask me why. I know because I am black. I have met some of them. I have dated some of these people. Okay? I will not advise any black person, even any white person, anybody at all, to marry such kind of people. I will not say because I am black that I must marry a black woman. Then are we going to marry a black woman that is a drug addict? Then I will go to marry a black woman that is a religious zealot. Then I will go to marry a black woman that is a gold digger. Somebody that want to marry me because they want to steal my money. Somebody that I will not marry and I'll be like, I will be in prison for the rest of my life because I'm marrying a black woman. I cannot do that. I would rather marry somebody from any other race that will give me freedom, give me peace of mind, before I will marry a black person that will destroy my life. Do you understand? I will repeat it again. Practicing African spirituality is with common sense. You know they fall in love, leave sense for house. Okay? You know they fall in love, leave your sense. Now, Momo be that. According to this Italian guy, Mario Puzo, only fools fall in love. Love without wisdom is stupidity and will only lead to destruction. Will only lead to much weeping, sorrow, and tears. Do you understand? In Nigeria now, let me give an example from that country. Because if I talk about another person's country, they will say that I am blasting their country. I am trying to say bad things about their country. So I will only use country that I know so that you don't say I'm blasting your country. In Nigeria now, to marry a typical Nigerian woman, now the average girl there, let me say Christian once again, so they do not look at I'm blasting Muslim. Just by talking to a girl, the girl naturally assume that you will be responsible for all abuse. Just by gisting a girl, they have been texting you for subscription. You must be subscribing internet for them. At least that is not enough. Hair, the one that make me angry. This fake hair that they are doing, for me, it's madness. It's not that they don't have hair, they have beautiful hair. They have some of the most beautiful hair in the world, but these my sisters have been made to believe that their natural hair is inferior, that they cannot go anywhere with their natural hair. So Nigerian women spend too much money on buying fake hair to wear on their heads. And this is so fucking expensive and it is killing them. And they expect their boyfriends to be buying this fake hair for them on monthly basis. As if that is not enough, you must go to their church with them. You have not started dating a girl, she has taken your name to one pastor, she has started telling you about her pastor, how her pastor is so good to her, how her daddy is so good to her, how you should come to our church next Sunday service. What sort of nonsense is this? Am I trying to date your pastor? This is very normal for Nigerian women. As if that is not enough, some of them still expect you to be carrying their family responsibility. Mama they sick, Papa they sick, and won't do this thing. You go to pay money. Now waiting, because say with the marriage, you just kill somebody with all these requests. And most of the time, they want what is reading and trending. If you are not doing what is reading and trending, you never read you. The problem in many. And you must be seen to have a house. That is one, I will support that one. But now they want to do court marriage. When they do court marriage, the next day they say they want to divorce, they are carrying 50% of your property. These are people that have brought nothing to the marriage. You brought nothing to the table. Now, only Toto, you can't recall marriage. You won't come claim have something that you never worked for. You did not work with this man. You did not work for anything. Now you want to come and claim half of the person's property. Not be thief with that. Not be juju with that. We see this problem a lot. So as a man, a conscious person, not only that this person is a total Christian, this person wants to dedicate all your children into Christianity. This person will even turn your house into a mini prayer ground. This person listens to a pastor more than you. If the pastor says, come and do all night in my church, this person will go. Whether you like it or not, it's not negotiable. Pastor say we get all night today. You not get say as a husband. A lot of Nigerian men are going through fire. I have seen this happen many times. Many of my friends there, their pastors control their wife more than them. If pastors say we must bring money for this contribution, problem they house, then they get that money. The man not get say. Do I have to pass through all of this because I want to marry my fellow Nigerian woman? Now waiting be this. Una they see the kind of things where they face. Every time I go to Nigeria, my friends there, like close friends, they tire for me because I go on Tinder. It's like I do audition. Every day I go meet somebody, the person go come, I go interview them. So they see a lot of women call me. They say, if you are very picky, they don't know what they see because they need to see the team. They say, waiting old man, they see if you sit down. If small picking climb tree, they see him. When it comes to me for dating, there are many things. I look into the future. I look your character. I look of what you can do for me. What value you can have to my life, because I know the value that I have. I want somebody that will bring value to my own life, not somebody that will bring problem. Something when I dey run from, you come dey carry and they come meet me again, it not go ever happen. Something I'm fighting against, I not go bring somebody who will come bring destruction, come sit inside my house, come peace inside my shrine, inside my house. I not go fit do am. It better for me to stay single, or it better for me to marry somebody from another race. We go respect wetin I dey do and we go support wetin I dey do. Una dey hear so? Na koro matter now they talk. Koro matter now they talk so. Because I don't see her many times. I've been to Africa 2 years. I dated a girl, Christian. I said, okay, let me try. Let me see if I can compromise. This person come my house, look everything down. You not carry any kind relationship. You say you want to put Bible inside my house. I tell this sister, I say, if you carry your Bible, come, I'll take a clean yash. That thing, they enter my house. You say you go school, you finish university degree. You don't know anything about African history. I give you book, you not great read. I tell you story, I give you video, you not great watch. Then the next you say that your own eye correct. I know your own. Why I practice African spirituality? Okay, see the reason. You want to know why I practice African spirituality? Read this book. You don't see this book before? No. Anybody tell you about this book before? No. Okay, read it. You say you know if you read them. But you won't carry Bible come my house. I say no, that in the entire year. Say what of they will carry the pikin go dedication if we born. I say my pikin will never be dedicated in a church. My child will not have a Christian name. It not go happen. I not support them and I get reasons. And these are the reasons. Okay, read the book I don't write. I'm giving you free. You say no. So waiting me and this kind of person want to. Ask me, waiting me and I want to. You not bring anything come relationship. Now only to you carry come. Now me still they support you. You won't come bring this witchcraft come into my room, something when they fight against you won't carry and come. And no, person they go plantation 2 times. Relationship ends. As simple as that. We don't see many things like this. I don't see entire. So what do we go do? Besides, many of them said that they fear me. Once I tell them this is what I do, immediately they see my YouTube channel that they run. Immediately they see my Facebook. Say how this guy they practice African spirituality. Oh, now ritualist. Now one of these bad people. They already run. So I have difficulty even dating people from my country. Then the conscious women we have. Not that we don't have conscious women. No. Sorry to say this. To being a spiritualist is a difficult part for dating. We have issue with dating. That's why I'm saying this. Many spiritualists have dating issue. One, we are very independent as spiritualists. Many of us as spiritualists, I hail now. We try, they try. All of us they try for this work. The truth is that many of us not really stand relationship or marriage. For a true spiritualist, the mission comes first. That is our work. So it is hard for us to say we want to hook up with somebody, so we want the relationship with somebody. For spiritualists, the mission comes first. So it's hard for us to date ourselves and to date regular people, say we want to even marry you. Most times when you see spiritualists marrying somebody, that person is almost practically their slave or apprentice. And the truth too, because you must be supporting them to do that work. So it's difficult to even date a spiritualist. I'm a difficult person to date. I have to tell you this. I am difficult to date. I know myself. You want to date me, you must support me. Okay? The mission comes first. Many people not fit give that kind of loyalty. I understand. I already know myself, but I'm saying this because I know there are many spiritualists out there. Not that I don't meet spiritual women, I meet them, but we have almost the same independent, fire-branded character. We get them. It's there our body. We know. So we did it hard to date. And we not going to take nonsense for a relationship. We need to waste time. And what we think the kind of work we they do. with a reason adjoined. So for us to see the right person is a bit difficult to. So you see a lot of spiritual people that are more or less single. Then I have also met some spiritual conscious singles, black people, online, indigenous people. I've met some in America. I've met many in America, some in UK. The problem I have, they are living in America. You see somebody online, you like the person like you, but the distance is far. How can we do this? It's not going to work now. Somebody need to come. Me, very difficult for me to go to America. It's easy for you to even come to see me. But this person is working. This person is total. How can we? The relationship will not work. You end up texting for doing video call for 1 or 2 months. Later on, it wanes down. It dies. This is how it works. It is very rare. You can also meet some people too online. Everybody is doing their own thing. Nobody wants to sacrifice for the other person. Nobody wants to calm down. So life goes on. So how do you solve this problem now? The problem is that you work with what you have. Okay? If you're in a situation, I advise people, if you're already married before you become conscious, do not break your relationship unless the other person wants to break up with you. Okay? But if you are single, then you become conscious. If you find out that all the people within your racial line, they are misbehaving, you cannot wait for them to wake up. Please look for conscious people that are not in your racial category and continue your dating thing. Okay? It not let it stop you. I don't see anything wrong with it. Don't expand your dating range. You will always see people that like you, people that support your philosophy, people that will stand for you. It will not necessarily mean they must come from your own race. Okay? I have seen more people attacking me from my own race, even than from other race. So don't look that you have to wait for one conscious. You will waste your time. My brother, find conscious people. They are in every race. Okay? Enjoy your life. Move on. Make good connections with good people. Okay? So don't waste time that and don't listen to all these fake, stupid traditionalists that have low mentality telling you that trying to make you feel guilty. These are people that if they find themselves in America, they find themselves in Iceland, they find themselves in Australia, they will be the first to date a foreign woman. They're not going to listen to you. So if you find yourself living in Australia and there's no black person around, find the next conscious white woman when you see for them. Then start to do your thing. That the advice now I get for you before time will pass you. Okay? Now you know spirit need a blow. So I don't talk my own. Then follow your heart when it comes to relationship. Relationship is not one size fits all. Everybody have unique tests, unique interests. What do you really want out of the relationship? Are you looking for companionship? Are you looking for passion? Are you looking for romance or something, wealth or pursuit? If anything that you are looking for, relationship help people to grow. Okay? You're looking for citizenship, looking for business connection. What you are looking for in that relationship, make sure you focus on it to get it. If your relationship needs to be working for you, okay? It needs to be working for you. If it's not working for you, then something is wrong. If you are in a relationship, you are not benefiting any single thing from that relationship, my friend. What thing you they do for there? Peace of mind you not get. Love you not get. Money you not still get. Future prospect you not forget. Now prison be that. You are just, it not make sense. What thing they do for them? You not go run come up for that place. Common sense must not leave you because of love. And they practice spirituality with common sense. Now, when two hands wash each other, nine hands they clean. Okay? What are you bringing to this relationship? You that want something, what is your value? What are you offering? You need to know this. If you are not offering anything tangible, then don't expect to get anything tangible. Do you understand it? Make it not come be like Oliver Twist matter. Okay? Many things there we need to talk about this because some people will come that they want to do love spell. They want somebody to love them forever, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing to bring value to the life of other people? Are you bringing happiness to other people's life? Have you asked yourself this question? What can you offer? What are you bringing to the table? Have you asked yourself? These are what you need to know. Try to make yourself useful. Okay, love will find you when you love yourself naturally. Love will come. Don't struggle to get other people, to bring people in your life. When you position yourself, state of mind, you will attract the kind of things you look for. And you need to focus on what you want in that relationship. Okay, focus on what you want, go after it. Okay, so this is what I have seen with this kind of thing. Okay, then we have a lot of gold diggers out there, people that are claiming to be conscious, looking for who have money. Anybody that have money, they'll just fall in love with them so that they can move forward. You need to be very careful. Then we need these people that want to just destroy other people's life. I don't know what they are. They are not satisfied until they bring pain to other people. You need to be careful of them. Now, some reasons I don't normally talk to a lot of women in America and UK, a lot of black people. When you talk to one or two people, the next thing the person will think that you want to come to America. A lot of white women do this. You want to come to their country. That's why you are dating them. That's why you are gisting them. Because you want to go to America. You want to marry American women. This is the way they think, especially when you are from Africa. You are looking for upward mobility. Me, I am not looking for upward mobility in this way. I want to go up, but not be this way. In fact, to be honest, America and UK is the least two countries I want to go for very good reasons. I have a lot of families living in America. I know the kind of life they live. Many of them are suffering, to be honest. They may have money more than me. They may have properties more than me. But in my own book, they are suffering because the kind of freedom I have, they don't have it. And the kind of stress they go through to acquire all these things, the stress is too much. And they are living in very unsecure cities. I see the way American police kill black people every day on the street, shooting black people down. Ordinary traffic stop. The next thing you hear, they have killed 2-3 black people. Policemen. Every day it happens in America. I don't want to live in that kind of country. A country that have put more black people in jail than all the rest of the world combined, that are practicing legal slave trades. I don't want to live in that kind of country. I don't want to support that kind of country. So I'm not looking to go to America. I'm not looking to get married to an American woman. When I dated one American, I told her that, look, if we will even do anything, you will come to live with me in Africa or in another place. I have many countries I will carry you to, that you will have peace and security. I've traveled a lot. I know how to hide somebody in a place where you will not be found. Beautiful place, tropical paradise. I know all of them. It's you that will come to me. I don't want to live in that your country where I'll be paying high taxes and I'll be getting racist behavior from white people for money tonight. I know what you people pass through. So I'm not looking to go to America. I want to date somebody because I want to go to America. I can talk freely against America because I'm not going to go to your embassy tomorrow to queue for visa. I don't see myself doing that. Okay? So I am free from that. The same thing with UK too. I don't want to go there. Your taxes are too high. Many of you are living in very old buildings and you pay too much to live. I like the life I'm living in Asia. Okay? The life I'm living here, if I'm to live in the UK, I know how much I'll be wasting. Paying for house rent, paying for food, paying for this, paying for that, and getting bad behavior. Then I'll be priding myself like I am living in the UK. I'm taking this shit every day, but then I'll be forming big boy for my fellow people in Africa, where I'm going through hell there. I know the way you people behave there. Many Africans are suffering there. Taking care of old people, changing diapers of old people. I don't want to change diapers of old people because of money. Oh God, I cannot do the kind of work many of you people do in that place. I will never do it. I would rather go to Nigeria to bust pipeline, okay, than before I will go and be doing some of the menial jobs you people do in that country. Then I'll be bragging that I'm a big boy, but the kind of things that I do for a living, I cannot talk about it. And this is only the legal one. I have not talked about the illegal ones yet. So I don't want to live this kind of life, brother. I don't want to live it. So I am contented with where I am. So I don't want to come to your country. If you want to date me from UK or America, you will be the one to come to Africa. I have a house in Africa, okay? I can take care of you. I have my own house. I have my own means. I can take care of people, many people. I can do that. So I'm not looking for upward mobility from relationship. I have passed that level. So don't think that you can just come online and try to talk to me anyhow, then expect me to just fall in line. This is why I have the confidence to talk about these governments, because I don't plan on going to stand in line for their visa. For what? After I've talked trash about you, then you see me come and be begging you for visa to come to. Are you mad? Where are the past you go? There are many other countries that I can go. It's a place to relax. I will go there. I will have peace of mind. Okay? For people that are looking for upward mobility, it's a good thing, no? Marriage will give you this kind of thing. It's a good thing. I encourage you to do it by all means. Please do it. Anything that will help you move forward, do it. But for me, what I am looking for is a bit different. A town hall is different. Let me use that language. Okay? So by all means, if you're looking for wealth in relationship, you can do it. You can marry a old man, marry a old woman, as far as you get what you are. But it's not for me. Okay? I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for somebody that will support me. The mission comes first with me. And that is all that matters. So don't think that I'll want to put in myself in a relationship whereby I will lose focus of what I am doing. I will start serving another individual instead of serving my purpose. I don't want to put myself in that kind of situation. So I'm very careful. It's better for me to remain single or for me to date people outside my race that will support these mindsets than for me to put myself into a miniature prison in the name of marriage. In case you don't know, marriage is a kind of prison. Okay? In case you don't know. So if you want to put yourself inside, make sure you put yourself in a holiday room, a better prison that you will enjoy your confinement with your jailer, which will be your partner or your arresting officer. Let me put it that way. Put yourself in a better one. Not the one that you'll be crying every day. Not the one that you will not sleep or you'll be wishing you commit suicide or you'll be taking sleeping pills after getting inside that place, or your life will be totally destroyed. Our people say if you want to eat ogoro, if you want to eat frog, eat a very big frog or eat a better frog. So when people see you eating frog, they will know that yes, you are eating a very good, delicious frog. Not be a young one you the shop. Okay? So if you don't say you want to do this thing, which is for not everybody, make sure you do it in a big way and in the right way. Okay? So all these things need to be said. They say iron sharpened iron. People conscious dating, it is difficult for us to date. Okay? Yes, sleeping with the enemy is a big deal. Whether you marry black man, you marry black woman or white woman, the main thing is the person supporting you. The fact that you're dating a white woman does not mean that you cannot support African spirituality, that you cannot help your own people. You can do all the help. In fact, the woman can even help you. I have seen many interracial couples that have done more for Africa than even our so-called black couples that are destroying the country from morning to night. Okay? So don't let anybody come to you with this traditional crap that you cannot date. If you're dating somebody from another race, you're an enemy to Africa. Those people can go to, in fact, they are the ones that are the enemies to Africa. Because we are only one race, and it is the human race. Okay? The same blood flows through everybody's vein. The main thing is that we have the authentic DNA sequence because we are the first people in this world. Okay? And that sequence flows into our children, of course. So whether you have the child with the black woman, with the white woman, you still transfer that DNA sequence to your child. You still carry your bloodline. Nothing changes. Only skin color will change once again. So you need to know this, and you need to know peace. Okay? So please, I have said this. This is my take on the matter. Okay? Don't listen to all these wayward people online that are talking trash. Okay? Many of them are envious. Many of them don't know what they are talking. Many of them are hypocrites. Many of them are stark illiterates. Many of them are spiritual illiterates. Many of them are academic illiterates. You that is forward thinking should not be taking advice from people that you are better than. Okay? Don't allow anybody to bring racism into your life. People that cannot benefit, that have not been able to. You know one thing I hate in life? Then when I was in some kind of relationship, you will see some situation. Somebody that have not attempted or achieved anything in life will be advising somebody that have achieved more than them. There was one time I was dating this girl. This is supposed to be a Christian girl. Somebody just finished school. This is one of my experiences. Okay, let me just try this relationship. This person finished university. I've not worked in her life. I've not worked. Let's say this person have not made $500, even $100. You have not worked. You're advising me that I've been working for more than 20 years, that I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars how to live life. Can you imagine? I was just looking at this person. You that have never worked once in your life is telling me how to spend money. You think I don't know how to spend money? Telling me how to move, how to walk, how not to walk, how to go. I'm just looking at this kind. You are not even bringing anything to this relationship. The only thing you are bringing is religion. I'm just talking my mind. So this kind of people, do they really still exist? See somebody that have zero experience at living is not advising me with so much confidence. It seems that I am lost or I'm in the wrong neighborhood or what is going on. I said, okay, let me just play this thing out. Of course, it didn't turn out well. The person was a total, let me say, gold digger. You're just looking for somewhere where they say, you they look for where done. Then you just jump enter. The next thing they ask for court marriage. Then the next 3 months you go say you want divorce. Then you go carry half of my property, they disappear. We see this a lot. For waiting. For what? What did I do? In that case, not job you define now. Scam. So when you're talking about relationship, you use common sense. Okay? Common sense. Don't just put yourself for grand 100%. Then they do them. You must hide some of your assets. I'm not saying you should not give things to your wife or partner, but don't bring everything down. Reserve some things in your own name or in the name of somebody else, because many of these women, what they do now in Nigeria, they just want to marry a rich man. Then within 1 year, they will just find one excuse that they want to divorce. Then they will go to court, and they will court, we want to divide your property, and they will disappear or become rich. These are people who have not worked anything in their life. This is how they want to hammer. They are looking for somebody to climb in life. And sadly, a lot of men is falling for this. I used to have a friend in America, took woman from Cameroon to America. The next day, woman went there, divorced. This is a man that have house. They have to sell his house. It's not easy to have a house in America. They have to sell his house because of what? So we need to be very, very careful. You're saying the white man is bad. The white man is bad. What our own African people are doing is even worse. So it doesn't matter which race you marry from. Okay? You can marry a black woman that is there to kill you, that does not support anything, does not agree with you, that will just pretend. As far as you have money, you will see millions of them after you. How can you avoid this kind of problem? Who is really the enemy? This is a serious problem for conscious dating. Okay, when you are dating, what is the aim? Are you going back to the plantation? Are you dating to raise children that will become morons, that will going to bring somebody in your own house to pass through the same pain your parents put you through, forcing you to go to church, forcing you to recite Christian verses, forcing you to kneel down to the picture of the white man? I will rather die than do that. I will never marry a woman that will tell my children that Jesus is their master. Better make I not born. There's this thing we talk in Nigeria. You know they take money from one mugu, give another mugu. A G-man prophecy. You don't take money from one mugu, give to another mugu. Why did you take the money from the first mugu in the first place? So all this I am doing at the end of the day, I will still go and bring a total non-entity into my house. They can't have children that will be future non-entities, torturing my own children with this psychological stuff. I not get sense. More than they think, oh brother. I would rather marry a Buddhist first, or an Asian woman or a white woman that is not into that kind of rubbish, before I will settle to a black woman that is a total enemy to our own generation and our own race. So if you find yourself in this kind of situation, Don't listen to all these useless people. Use your common sense. So use number 6. They are not living your life for you. A lot of people talk trash on the internet. Talk is cheap. These people that are talking this trash, I tell them to come and challenge me. Okay? I date a lot of people from other races. I won't date Asian women more than African women. Most of the African women surrounding me, they're always Christian non-entities. For even me telling them, immediately I see my YouTube channel, they already run away. Just by seeing my YouTube channel, they already run. What do I want to do with this kind of person? I'm not going to date person way ready. A lot of women ready. I go run their matter. Sure. I know they waste time. I not get basket for rotten mango. So all these things when they talk, it not change me, it not change my spirituality, everything they work. My system is still intact. They do the work, they go. Okay? Anybody waste they talk otherwise, make it go take head, they knock war. Okay? So you people need to be very, very careful with what you are saying with this matter. It's better for you to date outside of your race and have peace of mind, a secured future, than to date inside of your race and die very quickly and go and date a slave and go and date an enemy because you are trying to fulfill some outdated tradition, stupid tradition. So make we get sense to for relationship matter, a word should be enough for the wise. Me, I don't talk my own. You fit still talk your own. Now the way I see it be this, so So questions and comments are welcome. I think I have done more than 1 hour today. I have to off the AC, so I don't want the noise to come into this video. You can see I'm sweating, but at least I have delivered the message. So who have ears, let them hear. I will see you in the next video. If you have any questions, I would like to know. If you want to learn about African spirituality, my website is there, www.riverofknowledge. You can always find me there. A lot of resources are there. My book is still there waiting for you, for those people that want to read before you make up your mind. I am still here. I am always here. You want to do your spell work, I see there the way to now. I will continue to the way to now. I need to go anywhere. Okay, with that being said, Guru must jump, and I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So I thank you, my fellow listeners. Keep the fire burning, and I will see you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.